Hello, everyone, and welcome to the GMologist Presents. Today's prompt is Nemesis, and today time was almost our nemesis. What do you think,
Was it
Stream?
really?
What's that?
I don't think it was our nemesis.
Well, it almost did us in. Nemesis being the enemy, the ultimate enemy. Maybe time is the ultimate nemesis. We are all subject to time.
Yeah, there's
Isn't
not enough time to get things done. There's not enough time to heal, not enough time to set up for an attack properly,
right, right.
not enough time to investigate before you're attacked by the GM sending in like zombies.
Oh, maybe this is true. Do you recall any big foul nemesi in your gaming career? Nemesis being an enemy for people who
Oh,
probably
every
know
game
that.
we play. Walking Dead, it was the zombies.
Yeah, but they're like
Twilight
kind of they're kind of
2000,
faceless.
well, somewhat, but in Twilight 2000, it was the Baron, you know.
Hmm.
Keeping people prisoner, and so yeah, he's kind of a nemesis. And then there was the KGB faction that was kind of a nemesis to the oh, I can't remember. I mean, basically we had two factions, the KGB, and then we had the other faction in Russia that's it was in not Cilicia, but
Yeah, but again, they weren't like, I don't know, a reoccurring villain to me is a good nemesis, or an end boss in a conflict is a good
well, I mean,
nemesis. I don't know, maybe, or maybe it's one that does you in.
obviously you have, the Joker and Batman.
Sure, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, I would say maybe like because it was kind of the end game of the tetralogy in the Twilight 2000, the Black Baron was a nemesis, right?
Right. Or even in One Ring,
Well, Sauron is the nemesis in that one, but the the
evil.
the current
Evil.
the current nemesis, like the immediate nemesis though, is like the Black Ship, the necromancer or the of the Black Ship. I don't know if you have her name, but I know you know it's a necromancer, but which is pretty, which seems to be like a fun and ongoing villain who is, you've met some of them, but were
The
able
black
to,
demon.
yeah,
Yeah.
not dealt with right away, which I think is kind of a herald to me of a nemesis, a reoccurring villain who comes
Right.
back to haunt the group, the player characters. Maybe, if you have like a elaborate backstory, it's someone who uh, killed your family and is a big bad warlord in the fiction of your game. Or well, look at say Conan the Barbarian, right? So Thulsa Doom being Conan's nemesis. Really killed it. You killed my father. You killed my people. You took my father's sword. That stuff, right? That was
Yeah.
my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, which I think is pretty good. So yeah, Nemesis. I think is a very interesting. I think a good game has a good nemesis. I think in your slave lords, you had immediate nemesis, immediate enemy. Well, the slave lords in general, right? They're your nemesis. Also, the Scarlet Brotherhood, maybe you might fall on their radar at some point, which could be scary or intriguing. And then
Let's hope.
Bazali was your immediate enemy, but then
Well, it wasn't that big of an issue once we dealt with them.
yeah, and then now whoever's in charge of the slave operations in Highport, or maybe you'll even try to tackle the master of Highport, whatever his name was, some shaman of the
You
of
never
the
know.
elemental earth dragon thing.
You
So
never know.
you never know. Right. So I don't know if there's much else to say about Nemesis. We can list many, many Nemesi. I think one of my most memorable ones is way back from Pathfinder: Rise of the Rune Lords. I always liked Zanesha, who was a very powerful, well, a Lamia um, matriarch. That's what they called her. It's a sorcerer as well, and she gave the players a run for their money at the culmination of the Skinsaw murders in the Rise of the Rune Lords adventure path from way back. And also, she was so popular that even though the players maybe defeated her way back in that one, they brought her back. They brought
Mhm.
her back in another adventure path, which is kind of funny. So in Rune Plague, they brought her back. So that's kind of funny, I thought.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's one. There are a lot more others that we. Oh, Strahd from Ravenloft, right? It's a big one.
Yeah.
Um, Zastam, the Red Wizards in Forgotten Realms. Um, so Aya's the Undying in Greyhawk, right? It's pretty cool.
Just about every Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, yeah, all the but usually the Nemesis are the cultists. I mean, I think the well, maybe Nyarlathotep, right? Because he has more his
Yeah.
hands and fingers more in humanity than most of the other great old ones, which is pretty
Mhm.
interesting. All right. Well, thank you so much, Streamroller, for joining me for
You're
today's
welcome.
episode of RPG A Day 2025, Day 26, Nemesis.
Good night.
Good rolling.